There's a woman in Iowa who was scammed out of $17,000 from someone pretending to be me, and I was actually contacted by someone with the Davenport, Iowa Police Department who filled me in on the entire shady operation, and we couldn't get her money back. It was an overseas scammer. There was nothing we could do, but we decided to surprise her with the table that she was trying to order. And so I actually got with that police officer. He sent me pictures of the table she wanted, and it came with these metal legs, and they had this kind of cool crisscross design. And I've seen that before, but what I've never seen is the same legs built out of wood. I am notorious for starting projects I don't know how to finish, and the start of this was easy enough. You just cut some rectangles. When I got to cutting the angles, that's where I got a little bit more complicated, and I ended up rigging up this stop block so all of these could be the exact same angle and the exact same length. And this was going to be really critical because these were all going to interlock, but this was just one step that I figured out. I really had no idea how I was going to get them to actually lock together. And so we played around with this a lot. There was actually hours of us sitting and test fitting and actually messing one of these up pretty bad. But eventually I figured out if I had the right spacer, I could just kind of slide these over and hopefully they would all interlock. And sure enough, as I got the last one cut, each of them interlocked, and we didn't even plan on having this design where it would crisscross. I thought it was going to be just two V's, and I like this even better. Now, I know what some of you out there are thinking. You're thinking that if this is just held together with dominoes and glue, there's no way that it's going to be strong enough for a dining table, and this thing is going to collapse on whoever buys it. And what you're forgetting is that nobody's buying this. I'm building this for a lady who was scammed out of money, so she actually didn't pay me at all, and if it breaks, it doesn't even matter. Also, it's not going to freaking break. This is going to be dangerously strong. I promise this would hold thousands of pounds. I did make a mistake though, but no, not the dominoes. The dominoes was great craftsmanship. The mistake I made was putting this clamp right in the middle. And it probably looks obvious to you guys now, but there was actually too much clamping pressure on that center section, and I'll show you what happens with that. I actually made two mistakes. The pieces should have been sanded before I got them all assembled because it's going to be a nightmare to sand into those little cracks. But this is the mistake I was talking about. I had left a pretty big dent there, and I've seen this fixed before, and no, it's not sanding. I was just doing this to show you guys that they didn't sand out, or they wouldn't just sand out. The fix that I'm going to try here is steaming it out, and I've seen this done before, but I've never actually tried it. As I understand it, you just get the wood wet, you put a wet rag on it, and you hit it with an iron, and it's supposed to just pop right out. But again, I've never actually done this before, and at the first one, and it looked okay. I pulled this second one off though, and it actually came out so well that it was now an outdent. I know it looks like an indent, but that's actually proud right there. And then I hit it with the sander, and these came out shockingly easy. This worked even better than I expected. This next step is the one that I really messed up. I should have sanded all these pieces and actually probably also routed the edges before I did that glue up. And you can see the problem there is it is